It's on Rups in game one. It's time to fight. Over to you, fellas.
Thanks very much, Luke. That's right, it's the big one live from the Hoyts Gfinity Esports Arena here in Sydney, Australia. It's time for the playoffs as we hit up week 6 of the Gfinity Elite Series for Street Fighter V. Hi, I'm Alex Hart. I'm here with Tom Scott. Tom, it's time for the playoffs. The pressure's on. What are your thoughts on today? I think it's going to be a fantastic day of Street Fighter V action.
Yeah, like you could see the guys getting rather adjusted to the first-to-one format in the regular season, but the stakes have changed so much now. If you mess up once, that could cost the rest of your Gfinity campaign for these boys, and then a massive break to Season 2 to sit on it and feel terrible about it. So the pressure's on for them, and it's going to be interesting to see how they adjust a little bit and whether or not they slow down a little bit, because guys like Llama and Rups here play a very aggressive style, and we'll see if this additional pressure will make them sort of slow down and become a bit more methodical. But I'm going to give you my bet, it won't.
All right, let's get into it. Game 1, it's going to be Rups versus a Wild Llama. Melbourne event versus Perth Ground Zero. Let's hear it for both of these players as we kick off the first game, and here we go.
Yeah, let's get it.
This is the playoffs of the Gfinity Elite Series for Street Fighter V.
Now, Rups and the Ground Zero boys are going to be really happy with this draw. Armika does a very good job of fighting Urian, and Rups really likes this matchup, so we're going to look for an aggressive start from Rups here. As a big
and there's a big jump, and if Rups says he likes this matchup and I was a Wild Llama, I'd be very scared right now. And look at this start from He's already got Llama in the corner, but Llama's answering back with his own throw. Llama turning up the pressure now. There's that standing hard punch. Rups is blocking well. He's still finding himself in the corner, tries to get out. I like the flop to try and put off the anti-air. There comes the EX shot.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so all of a sudden it was in Llama's favour, but all of a sudden it's in Rups' favour again. Nadesko is ready for that big.
That's like that. And here we go. Here comes the meteor activation. This could be all over. But he bounces back with the EX headbutt. I like the wake up. He has to make those kind of bets to get out of the Gfinity Elite Series. And in the mirror, here comes the Aegis reflection.
Is he dead?
He's got just the pixel left. And that's an unfortunate drop from Rups. Rups nods his head. He knows he dropped it there. He's still got round 2 to try and take it back as we move into the second round here of the first game.
This is it. That was a rough start for Rups. It looked like such a strong showing, and he made one little mistake, and Llama capitalised so well. And that's
look at that hitbox. I think that's a crouching medium kick.
That is a crouching medium kick. That is not a usual anti-air butt, but I like the choice from Rups in that scenario. But however, we see now that Llama is just playing a very aggressive style and punishing Rups for all these strange little mistakes. And you see all of a sudden we have a substantial life lead already.
And you can see Rups slowing down now, trying to think about his options and his strategy here. He's already down to about 50%, and when Rups slows down and starts to think about his options is when he becomes especially dangerous.
Yeah, no, this is when he gets scary, and Nadesko is ready too for that mix-up potential, so let's see.
He's just waiting for the best moment to open. I think he's waiting for his critical art meter to go to 8. He's got critical art on Vector. That could have been it, all right. Natashenko. It's going to be a 50-50 cross. He's just going for the damage. All right, doesn't go for the command grab on the wake up there. Time for a Wild Llama to pop his own V-trigger now if he wants to keep the corner. There's the headbutt, and he takes him out, and Rups goes down in game 1. And a very, very good play from a Wild Llama, taking out game 1 with Urian, and I think he just caught Rups a bit off guard there with those 2 headbutts.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting choice. I like that choice from Llama there, because the thing about light punch headbutt is if you stand block it, it's safe on block, but it's also immune to throws. So he's putting Rups in a scenario there where he wants to take a throw, and then instead he's just headbutting, so it's basically, it's like a shimmy, but you don't move. And we're going to see in these replays here, Rups had such a great start, but then Llama took control, and it was just all over, even with the strong use of the V-trigger, the Nadesko V-trigger from Rups, which you see right here. And this is a max damage punish here, but he could have spent meter. The side opted not to, and it ended up punishing him for it with this excellent use of the Aegis reflector off that cheeky little overhead setup. And then, Llama
really a stolen round there from Llama. I mean, Rups had him down to about 10%, but Llama just took the round back, despite Rups being on about 50% health. We go into the second round here. There's the belly pop to try and keep him in the corner. Unfortunately, just a rare drop on that shimmy there from Rups, just a little bit too late. Goes for the raw damage here.
Which I don't like. I don't like that choice, Alex. I think that if he had to put Llama in a reset situation and made him guess, he could have taken that round and got a much larger potential of damage on Urian there and maybe taken it and sent it to that third round. Instead, he went for the damage option, and then Llama capitalised on a mistake from Rups, and that's just a sad and quick first game for Melbourne Avant.
Very well played by a Wild Llama. We're going to go to the second game now. It's going to be Rumours of Ghost versus Dookie. Mr. Gfinity himself. He's got a 13-2 win record here at the moment at Gfinity. So the pressure's on Dookie. Well, actually, I think the pressure's on Rumours of Ghost to try and maintain that win-loss record
and it's
of 13-2.
This is interesting, Alex. Dookie is going for his new character, Akuma.
He's going to go with Akuma and a Guile this time.
Yeah, which is interesting because I believe, and I've heard, that Birdie has a very favourable matchup against Akuma, whereas Guile bodies Birdie. So he could have gone with the old pick here, but he's sticking to his guns, and we'll find out. His Akuma has been far from consistent this series, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes here. Last time these two played, Alex, it was just a beatdown.
It was an absolute beatdown, but Dookie has gone back. He's been working on his Akuma all week, so let's hope he's got something worked out now for this specific matchup against Mr. Gfinity himself, Rumors of Ghost. Here we go into round one. Both players filling himself out here now in the opening round.
This is a footsie game where, there's that bullhorn. That's the key to the matchup. Will Dookie make mistakes and throw out these errand fireballs?
He has to be very careful. That's right, Tom. He has to be very careful with the spacing on his fireballs there. He can't just get the neutral game for free against Birdie.
Oh, that's
and that's a bad thing. But no punish there for Rumors of Ghost. A rare drop.
I don't know why Dookie always goes for that medium kick Tatsu with punish with the confirm instead of a more damaging option. And I'd like to ask him why, because I don't understand. He could take a much larger chunk off of a character like Birdie who has a lot of health. And speaking of...
That's right, and there's the cross-up.
Look at that damage,
Akuma at the life deficit already.
Yeah, but I mean, Akuma being a glass character style character, and then how hard Birdie hits, because he hits like a truck. It's like it's an uphill battle.
All right, there's the punch down. All right, Dookie starting to put some pressure on Rumors of Ghost. Okay, Rumors presses back. That's -2 on that forward half punch.
Yeah, it is.
There.
I like the button press from him there, but V-Trigger is ready for Rumors now.
Oh, that could have been it.
I know.
Hey, Dookie just failing to close out there. Goes for the throw. Great tech from Rumors of Ghost.
Oh my
Rumors
God.
is in trouble. Dookie doesn't want to go in too strong here. He's back off.
No, but watch out. If he gets hit by one medium punch, this could be almost over.
He could have had the confirm. That could have been it.
Man.
Just missing the confirm. There's the overhead. All right, here comes the V-Trigger activation.
I like that reversal. Yeah, that was a very good idea. You've got a massive life lead here. He's one hit off there. Don't let him get on you and start oppressing you, because that's when things are going to fall apart. And Dookie has shown that he's not very good with the nerves here once he gets put under pressure.
That's right.
So he needs to keep this neutral.
Caught Dookie asleep at the wheel there.
10
Let's see if he
seconds.
can follow up. All right, still going to back off. 6 seconds left on the clock. Dookie's going to make something happen here. He needs to close it out against
You got to
Rumors
run
of Ghost.
away,
Backing out. 2 seconds. 1 second left. Goes for the line grab, but it's too late. And times it out. Very well played by Dookie. A good old timer scan.
Oh man, that was
putting a round on the board.
That was terrifying, Alex.
And look at the confidence he's going into round 2 now after that first win.
A much more aggressive approach, and I like this. This is how you have to play a first-to-one format. But speaking of aggressiveness, here comes Rumors with the can. Ooh,
all right, he's straight back with it. There's that fourth. Gets straight into the command grab, taking advantage of that -2 situation. Dookie's still with a bit of a life lead now. That's going to punish.
And DP, yep, there we go. Now corner Oki for Akuma. This is where he gets scary. Birdie can't do a lot about this, Alex. This is a bad scenario for Mr. Gfinity. He hasn't
That's right.
this far on his back, like pretty much all series.
All right, Rumors of Ghost down to about 40% now. He has to make something happen now in this round if he wants to stay alive.
This is getting bad. He used a V reversal too, so he's hasn't got as much V meter. He may not get that V trigger, Alex.
All right, I like it. Oh, that was a very upset, but that did actually hit.
Yeah,
all right, here comes the V trigger activation from Dookie. Opts to back off there. Fireball just goes over the bullhorn. I like it.
This is terrifying, Alex. If Rumors gets one hit, it's over. If Dookie gets one hit, it's over.
All right, both plays about even on life now. 41 seconds left on the clock. Dookie has to be careful. Standing medium punch for Rumors of Ghost.
Now the V trigger is ready to go.
Oh, there's the shimmy. That could have been it.
Oh my God.
All right, Dookie T. Dookie,
please.
On the red, and he's done it. He's taken out Mr. Gfinity himself.
That's a good
Done it, and the Akuma pick has worked out.
Yeah.
Dookie's very happy with himself. Very well played. Very patient player. I like that timeout there in round 1. Just very well played. I think it worked out for him over the goal pick for him, Tom.
Yeah, no, I agree too, actually. I was a bit confused initially, but he proved me wrong. He showed that he has composure and he has the skills to play Akuma properly in that matchup, which is that patient style, and that is very hard to play. Like, I cannot put into words how difficult it is to time out a character like Birdie as Akuma. Akuma's an offensive character. He's usually not played slow and as a zoning sort of keep away sort of style. But when you see in these sets, he just sits just outside of Birdie's standing medium punch range.
That's right.
And he's just waiting for Rumors to hang himself, and it was just such clean play, Alex.
Yeah. And Rumors of Ghost, there's that legendary defense from him. Just doesn't want to press any buttons here. Just being very careful with his approach. There's the overhead, goes for the sweep and uses the activation to make it safe.
But that V reversal was an excellent idea there, because if he hadn't, Rumors would have been plus then, which means he gets to attack and he gets offense. So that V reversal is a good way to reset things to neutral, which is where you want to be if you are Dookie T.
And you can see Rumors of Ghost here goes for an EX Dolphin. Catches Dookie T asleep at the wheel. Look at the damage there on Akuma, but it's not going to be enough. 6 seconds left on the clock. Dookie very wisely using the V trigger activation.
And then we go into the second replay here, and this is like again, she's sitting at this spacing where Rumors doesn't want to commit to anything. Because everything is a risk, especially against Akuma, who can just whiff punish you so well with those strong buttons. Then he uses that red fireball to get the V trigger going, and this is a rough spot for Birdie to be in, which is weird because you don't say that very often about Birdie. Right. He's a very strong character.
Yeah.
And then, like, it was just an impressive play style from Dookie that I haven't seen from him all Gfinity series. And
just a few pixels away with that standing medium kick. That would have been a fantastic shimmy to close the game, but he doesn't end up needing it.
No.
And rumors of Ghost running straight into an EX fireball there. We're going to go into our next match. It's going to be Space Ghost versus Sio. Space Ghost is going to be repping his trademark Guile. Sio going to be repping his trademark Ibuki. So it's going to be a Guile versus Ibuki. Two very strong characters, perhaps two of the strongest characters
5, I'd say.
in Season 3.5. That's right, Tom. So this is going to be a slugfest. It's going to be on Sio to try and get it on Space Ghost Guile. With his legendary defensive play with Guile, he's been playing very solidly the last couple of weeks. He had a bit of a rough start with the Gfinity Elite Series.
I think he just needed to get composed a bit, and you can see just from watching him play and seeing him around set, he's a much more adjusted man. Whereas Sio is a man who lives his emotions out on his sleeve. So this sort of format works perfectly for him because it's all emotion.
That's right. All right, let's have a look into round one now. We can see both players slugging it out now in the neutral game. Sio trying to stay inside that Sonic Boom range so he can jump in.
Oh, that was a bit too far for the jab to win.
Space Ghost pressing wake up, great 50-50.
That crouching heavy punch anti, I don't know an Ibuki that does that better than Sio, where you just space it just right, you hit that light kick command dash, and it puts you in that...
Whoa, that's two of their flash kicks now in the first round. I like it.
I love it. I love his aggressive style that Space Ghost uses now. Like, that's him adjusting to the format a bit. But,
here comes Scorching to the win, but it's dead. V-trigger two-time. Here comes the 50-50.
Oh, no, he
doesn't have to go forward. It's the same side.
I think he could have killed then,
He could have killed, but I think Sio's opting to play a bit cautiously now. You can see him backing off. All right, he's got the kunais as a cover to get in. Puts himself in the corner now. That was not a good move.
If Space Ghost gets a hit, he's dead.
All right, Space Ghost got critical out of V-trigger on okay, but the Slider's just taking it out. Sio taking out round one.
He's giggling to himself. He's like, yeah, man, almost threw that one away.
He knows he got away with murder that time, Tom.
That one. He could, like, Ibuki gets ridiculous now, speaking of big rush counter to start the round with that forward head kick, which is a key to this matchup, actually. Well, that was weird.
Not ready for the anti-air now, unfortunately, but it's not going to matter. Sio down about 50-40.
Oh my
And there's the third Ume flash kick.
Screw your mix-up.
Great air-to-air, and that's going to be a stun already, and just like that, it could be the end of Sio for this in round two. That's it. It is now one round apiece now in this game of Space Ghost versus Sio.
That was a really quick round, Alex. I was about to
just spout some exposition from Space Ghost.
I was about to spout some exposition about Ibuki doing stuff against Guile, and all of a sudden he was dead. It was ridiculous. And then again, here we go. This aggressive style, but
all right, now Sio answering back with his own wake-up EX.
Oh my goodness, that's the day one. I call that the $2 mix-up.
That's
you can't afford a real one, so you go for the fake.
And there's a shimmy, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get the throw. This could be a dead Space Ghost here. And that is it. Very well played by Sio, taking it for Perth. Round zero. Well played.
And here we are. 2-1. 2-1
already.
Ground zeros at the moment, Alex.
2-1 to ground zero.
Which is a massive start. It was a bit shaky when Rups, who usually is a very composed player, dropped that first game. Maybe that week off hurt him. But his teammates picked up the slack, Alex, so...
Well, with any luck, our predictions will be right this week.
I know, we're always wrong. So let's see if we can get away with actually, like, being half intelligent for
I know.
Twitch chat's just going to tear us to shreds.
Okay, let's have a look at the instant replay here. We can see in round one, Space Ghost having a bit of trouble trying to get his footing here. Sio just standing inside that range where he can jump over the Sonic Booms, but finding it really hard to predict the Sonic Boom. There's a V-Trigger 2 activation.
He could have killed here, which is interesting. He opted to try and bait a flash kick, which I understand because, like, Space Ghost, as you were saying, showed that he was willing to let that Ume flash kick rip.
You're right.
But, like, he could have just killed him.
That's right. It was the first time I've seen Sio back off during that V-Trigger 2 mix-up the entire Gfinity Elite Series here, but he was that mental awareness that the flash kick was there, and the Space Ghost was willing to do it. I like it.
Well, you got to do that as a Guile player. You got to instill that, I'm willing to let it rip. Because then these characters that have these, like, steal rounds mix-ups can get a bit scared and then throw away damage to try and dodge the
There we go, and there it is. And if they can respect your wake-up, it really hinders their 50-50 mix-ups. But it didn't matter in the end here in this second round. We can see just a surgical round two here, finishing with a sweep from Space Ghost. It looked like he had it all worked out, only taking about 20% damage there in the second round.
And then it looked like another strong round from Space Ghost here. Everything started out just perfect for him. But Ibuki being, one of those cheaper characters, he gets away with the reversal DP, goes to the $2 mix-up.
There it is.
And then all of a sudden, the pressure is on him now. 50-50, that's
and a great shimmy here in the corner with the throw. Just baits the throw out there. And there's the stun. And just like that, Sio answers back, taking it over Space Ghost and putting Perth Ground Zero up 2-1 over Melbourne Avant. Just a fantastic game there, Tom. I was really impressed.
Yeah, same. It was really well to see how these guys adjusted to that to the playoffs format. It was the way that they played more aggressive but intelligently aggressive. Instead of just throwing themselves at their opponent, they relaxed a bit and they sort of played a more methodical game. But speaking of throwing it, we're going to throw it over to the left there and go have a chat to Luke and Lockie, and they're going to take us to a break. Take it away, fellas.
Sio backing up his smack talk with a smackdown then. How good was that? So the scores are 2-1 in favour of Perth Ground Zero right now, but it could still be anyone's game. It's all happening right here on Street Fighter V. Don't go changing. This is the Gfinity Elite Series presented by Alienware. Street Fighter V edition will be back soon. Welcome back to the Hoyts Entertainment Quarter in Sydney. You can spend a whole day out here. There are cafes, restaurants, shops, Hoyts Movie Theatre Complex, of course, where we're based. That's the Gfinity Elite Series. Come on down. You won't be disappointed. Just like our amazing audience here today. They're all having a ripper day, right, guys? Very cool. Lockie, pretty interesting match so far. The only player to lose from Avant so far. Room is a ghost. You wouldn't have picked it, would you?
Well...
You would have.
I would. Well, maybe not the only loser, but like...
Strong word, loser, but go on, yeah. You chose it, not me. He's my mate, so I wouldn't say it.
Before this is what I said would happen. They came out strong. They're aware of how each player wants to play and what they want to achieve. So they came out very ready for Rumus, who has been so strong, but his play style so consistent, and they've practiced, they're ready.
Can they get it back? Can Avant come back?
100% they can. Like, they're not, like, this isn't GZ's yet.
Yeah,
they still got a lot of work to do. They have 2 more games they need to win, and we have seen reverse sweeps before, so I don't know.
Right, well, we will find out. Whoever wins this going through at our grand final next week. Over to you, Tom and Alex. It's time to fight.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at the Hoyts Gfinity Esports Arena in lovely Sydney, Australia, and we are kicking it again with some more playoff action, and we are into Game 4 of Ground Zeroes versus Avant Gaming, and here we have the 2 team captains going at it, and it's going to be an Abigail.
Oh, Rups pulling out the Abigail. When did last use Abigail? It was week one. I like it. Rups is pulling out all the stops.
This is interesting. This is going to be a wild game, guys. Get ready for this one. We're going to see 2 big boys go at it, and I am very excited. This is what I've been looking forward to. This is what I wanted. He was hovering over a couple of characters, and I was terrified he was not going to pick Abigail.
Nash.
Yeah, I know. Who's Falk? What is that?
All right, let's get into it. Rups with the Abigail pick. He's going to try and put Rumors of Ghosts off.
Oh, this is going to be
interesting.
interesting.
Counter pick, I like it.
Oh, he gets hit by the pan immediately. So Rups, we went over this week 1. Rups' Abigail is going to be looking to get that V-trigger going straight away. And there it is. Straight away.
All right, he can't move forward because that banana's down. All right, there it is. It's gone now. Goes for the jump in.
Big anti-air,
Rumors of Ghost ready with the crouching half punch. Here comes the command grab from Rumors of Ghost. He's going to go for the second one. Just goes for a stand.
Oh, my goodness.
There's the armor. Rups trying to fight his way out of the corner. Big swings.
This is terrifying now.
All right, Rumors of Ghost only do about 10% down at the moment. Rups has got to try and make something happen.
This is Abigail, though.
That's
it
right.
doesn't matter, man.
You've never got the life lead against Abigail. All right, big jump in. Big damage. Rumors of Ghost down to about 40%.
Oh, I love
There's the EX bullhorn.
Oh.
Own activation now. Down goes the can. Big swing from Russ, but it doesn't hit.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's armor on armor and the bullhorn from Rumors of Ghost. He was very lucky there.
That was a really smart option.
He was waiting for that. He was waiting for the charge hard punch. I like it.
Yeah, that was really intelligent from Rumors. He used his own armor to defeat Abigail's armor, and that was a really smart play. Right. So, but Rups is gonna have to adjust here because this is a good matchup for Abigail, but Rups is not making it look like it at the moment. He's got to adjust a little bit here.
Rups can make it work. I'm sure he can. He's just taking a few beatings here at the moment. Big swing from Rups. All right, here we go. Rumors of Ghost about 50% down now in the corner. He's in big trouble. Trying to get a frame trap now, but Rumors of Ghost isn't biting. There's the sweep. Get off me, bro. Get out of the corner.
Fight out of that corner, Rumors.
Both players swinging for the fences now. Great confirm off the anti-air. Like it, Tom.
All of a sudden,
look at that neutral jump and look at that not away. And that's going to be it. An unfortunate drop there for Rups. And a great neutral jump, standing hard punch from Rumors of Ghost. Wow, and the damage there. And he's just very happy with himself there. I'd be happy too if I landed that one. That was just fantastic play there from Rumors.
Oh, it was really exciting. Rumors has been playing Abigail lately. He's been poking around at Abigail, picking up that secondary because Abigail beats Birdie.
Yes.
So he was just putting in a little bit of research to learn how do I counter this character, and you can see it's paid off. Like he floored him. Yeah. And Rups is no slouch, and Rups' Abigail is one of the better ones in the country.
Exactly.
And we have a fair few strong Abigail players here, so it's an impressive feat from Rumors to make a supposedly bad matchup look so easy.
No, a fantastic neutral jump, especially with the critical art on deck there. Just massive, massive damage on Abigail. I mean, just huge. Let's have a look at the instant replay here as we look in round 1. Rupp starting to swing for the fences with that V-trigger on deck early in the round. And look at that jump in, the damage on Birdie, just the life just melting away.
I love the way that Rumors used Birdie's tools in this matchup, though. He used them a little bit differently from how he would conventionally use them. Like, I love that ball. That was so smart.
Just waiting for that charged hard punch from Rups. He loves to go to that. One of Abigail's best tools when he's got that V-trigger one activated.
Yeah.
You can see here Rups turning up the offense now here, trying to keep Rumors in the corner, going for these frame traps, but Rumors just not biting.
No, he
didn't
bite
sneaky sweep to get out of the corner.
And all of a sudden now, ready for in a couple of seconds, you're going to see, bang, all of a sudden Rumors has the life lead again, which against a character like Abigail who has 1,075 health.
Yeah, straight into the critical.
It's massive. And then, bang, one confirmed, super. That's a dead Abigail and a very happy Rumors of Ghost, Alex.
No one is walking away from that one, unfortunately, Tom. We're going to go into the next match now. It's going to be Space Ghost versus Dookie, and Space Ghost playing a Guile. It'll be interesting to see if Dookie goes for Guile as well, or if he opts for
What is this?
Here.
What is? Yeah, there we go.
All right, there we go. So we're going to have a Guile versus a Kuma here now.
I thought he picked Manat for a second. I was really confused.
That would have been interesting. All right, let's see how Dookie's practiced. Dookie, of course, a Guile player himself.
Yes, he is the old Guile man until very recently. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this matchup. He knows what to do, and we can hear the crowd's getting a bit into this matchup.
Two of the strongest characters in the game. Let's see if Dookie has the matchup experience with his own Guile to get through the wall of defense.
Yeah, here we go. All right.
That is Space Ghost Guile as we move into round 1.
Okay, so this is going to be an interesting matchup. I want to see how Dookie plays this, because I'm not sure how exactly Akuma goes about getting in on Sonic Booms. And he doesn't have a lot of health to play with, so he sort of can't just walk forward and eat a bunch. Oh my goodness, that whiff was weird, wasn't it?
That's right. All right, great standing hard bash. Oh, not quite close enough. Missed the dash in there to the follow-up. All right, there's the using the air fireball as a shield to get in on Space Ghost. I like it.
This is very solid play from Rookie so far.
All right, Space Ghost opting for the V-reversal just to get some space, try and get that Sonic Boom game started. All right, not ready to enter there from Dookie. I would have liked to have seen the DP there. Both players about even on life now. There's the standing half punch to the Sobat.
Oh, shit.
Answers back with a V-trigger activation.
Oh, he waited,
gets
tried to bait a
counter-thrown.
DP.
The life just melding away from Dookie now. He's got to get in and make something happen now. 55 seconds left on the clock.
He's got Shin Akuma in stock, ready to go right now.
Oh, there's a big jump.
my God.
Could be it. That's it. All right, a fantastic jump in there. Just gets away. I think that was the last frame. I think Dookie could have ended there. It was just beautiful timing there from Space Ghost as we go into round 2. Melbourne Event and Perth Ground Zero, both 2-2 at the moment.
Yeah, no, this is a
Dookie 2's got to make this happen. This is a big game.
Yeah, this is a massive one. Whoever takes this gets a massive momentum advantage going into that 6th game.
Oh, that's good. Drop. All right, just a bad
Man.
turnaround, unfortunately, from Dookie. All right, goes for the EXF Fireball. Dookie's not, just unfortunately, Space Ghost not having any of it.
He's struggling, or Dookie's struggling a little bit with this Akuma run. Oh my goodness, okay, we're just doing it.
Oh, okay, and Space Ghost answers back with his own Ume flash kick.
This is getting ridiculous.
Oh, just goes for the throw, unfortunately, a bit too far there. Dookie T's in trouble.
Oh, no,
he's got to make something happen now.
Oh,
all right, here we go. A chance for Dookie T.
Oh my goodness.
Dookie pushing forward with the V-trigger active. Dookie pushing forward, a throw.
Oh my
Space Ghost trying to get away now. There's the V-reversal.
The V-reversal, it didn't quite work out though, and this is big.
Dookie smells blood. There's the forward hard punch. Made a throw. Space Ghost doesn't bite. There's the EX Sonic Boom to try and get out of trouble. Space Ghost.
Oh no, anti-air.
Oh, I like
it. He just DP'd.
Dookie throwing caution to the wind.
He doesn't.
Dookie.
He's done that move.
Dookie. He's got it. He's done it. Dookie ties it up with a round on the board. It is now 1 round apiece. Melbourne Event, Perth Ground Zero.
That was ridiculous,
2 games
Alex.
apiece. And how did he come back from that? It felt like Dookie was on the ropes there, Tom.
He looked like he just switched to another gear. He just stopped caring or something and just kept walking at him.
When all else fails, just do a mash EXDP, right? It's not a mash if it hits.
Oh,
all right, but look at this damage now coming out from Space Ghost. Oh, and there's the rack up DP again from Dookie. That's 2 for 2 now.
That's ridiculous. That wasn't even an invulnerable one. It's only throwing Vincent.
Oh, goes for the air throw. I like and Dookie, he's coming back now. I like this. He's adapting very well. There's the V-trigger activation. Doesn't follow up.
Yeah, it doesn't follow up. He probably could have got more damage there.
All right, Ghost is scared. He smells blood. Dookie going in hard. Here comes the offense.
Hard knockdown.
All
Here
right,
we go.
Space Ghost is in trouble. What's it going to be? Goes for the meaty. Space Ghost doesn't tech.
Forward.
Oh, that is it. And Dookie has taken it. He's come back from the dead, Tom. I can't believe it.
What a
game.
Guy? What is this guy, Alex?
Well, he said he'd been working on his Akuma, Tom, and I tell you what, it's on show here today. He has been working. The man has an Akuma. The man has an Akuma.
I'll openly admit I doubted that. I doubted that before coming into today, but this has been such clean play from these boys. And
fantastic.
Dookie especially, he's had a roller coaster of a season, but he has really brought it when it matters most and on this massive playoff stage. But you see, this first round, he sort of struggled a little bit to get in against Space Ghost, and things were looking really rough for him, Alex. This, Space Ghost just looked like he had such firm control over the matchup.
Yeah, especially in the neutral here. And look at this massive life lead he has over Dookie in the first round. And there's round 1, just a solid jump in there.
One air and fireball,
That's right, 1 air and fireball as well. It takes a look at this touch just to counter the standing hard punch. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. I think it was the idea was to try and catch a boom, but he ended up with punishing a button, which was ridiculous.
A bit of hidden tech there, I think, that he's saved, especially for Gfinity. I like it. And here comes just the train from Dookie T with the offense once he starts the V-trigger activation. You can see Space Ghost just trying to run for his life.
Yeah, no, he got a bit terrified. The nerves sort of appeared for Space Ghost and things started falling apart for him. And Dookie just turned on this jet. He turned into like a Terminator.
Yeah.
There was no
fear. XDP, I like it. He was 2 for 2 on those. Just really the perfect time to pull it out there. And there's the frame trap with the standing medium kick to follow up with the EXDP in the corner there. Space Ghost going down in round 2.
That was ridiculous. And then this round, it looked like it was going Space Ghost's way again. But then he bet the farm, he lost the farm, and then it all started falling apart here. A strange drop from Dookie, but it didn't really mean anything because look at he just turned on the jets and went into this 5th gear, and Space Ghost was not ready. And
look, I think once he baited out that EX flash kick from Space Ghost, and blocked it was all out. Just the mental damage there from that block flash kick. But that's the name of the game here in Street Fighter V at the Gfinity Elite Series, the brutal 1-to-1 format. Those are the types of reads you've got to make, Tom.
Yeah,
we're going to go into our next match now. It's going to be a Wild Llama versus Sio. So it's going to be a Urien versus Ibuki matchup.
It's going to be filthy, Alex.
It's going to be filthy. Those Aegis Reflector setups, and we're going to have... What else are we going to have from So? Those V-Trigger 2 matchups, Tom.
Yeah, no, well, it's going to be interesting. Aegis Reflector and Fuma Shuriken are 2 very similar V-Triggers. They both based around putting your opponent in a situation where they have to guess, right? And Urian's is a little bit stronger. Aegis Reflector's a bit of a stronger V-trigger, but Ibuki's is 2 bars, Alex. Which is a massive game changer because she can get 2 off and around, especially with that excellent V skill.
So it looks like it's going to be a matter of who can survive whose V-trigger to see who can take the round. It's really a matter of can Sio survive the Aegis Reflector mix-up, or can Wild Llama survive Sio's V-trigger to Fuma Shuriken mix-up?
Yeah, he's got some disgusting mix-ups. And, I want someone to outline a couple of things to us, give us some information. Let's send it over to our analyst and the young fella with the nice haircut on the left side there, Luke, to tell us a bit more.
Stop it. Compliments will get you everywhere. Thanks so much, Tom. Look, we're about to go into match point for Perth Ground Zero. Can they take it? I mean, let's first talk about this next match we're going to go into, this next game. It's Sio versus Wild Llama.
Yeah.
What about that matchup? Who does it favour in your opinion?
Look, it could go either way. This is Llama's type of game. He has been a clutch player for Avant almost every set, where he plays in this second to last place, and if he wins it, they stay alive, and if he loses it, they lose. So this is very familiar territory for Llama. But for Sio, he's been playing really well. He's in a good headspace. He could definitely take this and win it out for GZ. Now, the only thing is, if he does win it out for GZ, that's Avant Gone, who've played so well this entire season.
Right.
And it would be the only set where it didn't go to the 7th game.
Oh, my Lord.
So I reckon it'll be an exciting game either way.
Let's talk about some other Perth Ground Zero players. Dookie T having a great day.
Man, he's playing so well.
Yeah.
He's playing really, really well. And with a character that we haven't really seen him do well with before. He played Akuma last week, and it didn't go well for him. He lost both his games, so he's obviously gone home, he's practiced, he's labbed out different situations, and he's playing completely differently to how he was last week. Standing in really good spaces, using some really good moves that Akuma has, using all these tools.
But Rup's having a bit of a rough week. And I mean, I hope they have noise-cancelling headphones. I don't want him to hear what we're saying. But because he did have a week off, didn't he? Do you think that's affected him?
Look, no, I think that I would have thought the week off would have given him like a refreshing start, given him time to practice and get into a better headspace. But I think he's just got a little bit unlucky, picked the Abigail pick, which he might not have been as familiar. And I also think Rumors had actually done some homework on the Abigail matchup. He did a lot of things that are very Abigail specific and really, really smart. So it's unfortunate for Rups that he had to go 0-2 right now, and hopefully if GZ wins next week, he can have a much better week.
And interesting as well, because Space Ghost, has really come out firing in terms of his height today, hasn't he? But he has, but he just hasn't been able to back it up yet. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it, that psychology? Because I mean, some players really lean into that, don't they? They really come out here, they talk.
ROF.
Yeah, they really lean into it. We're going to look at some highlights right now of Dookie beating Rumors. Let's have a look at this just while we're having a chat. I mean, speaking of his great form, the player to beat.
Oh no, yeah, he did beat the player to beat, and he's doing really well. Like this, what he's doing really smart is he's standing at a really good space just outside of Birdie's normals, which Birdie is really good in this neutral space. And another thing he's doing is he's throwing really smart fireballs. So the problem with this matchup for Akuma is one of his really strong tools is the fireball, and it's a really good poke. But Birdie has a move called Bullhead, which goes straight through the fireballs. It's projectile invincible. So Dookie has to be very smart with the fireballs that he uses. And he does that brilliantly, getting the feature of activation. You can see he's only throwing fireballs when he is guessing that Rumors is either moving forward or committing to a button. So he's being really smart with that. Another thing is when here we go. See, that's that bullhead move there. If we are able to rewind that maybe a little bit. Yep, anyway, so that's fine. What Akuma's V-trigger does is it gives him access to these really good air fireballs. And so that's something that Rumors, of course, would have been really aware of. So he was holding that charge for that bullhead, and then as soon as he did it, that's when you saw it come out. But a really, really, really good play from Dookie. You can see the excitement there.
Great play from Dookie, but the pressure now is on Sio. It is match point for Perth Ground Zero. Can they win this and get to the grand final? We'll find out right now. Over to you, Tom and Alex. It's time to fight.
Thanks, Luke. Let's continue the action here live from the Hoyts Gfinity Esports Arena. It is match point now for Perth Ground Zero against Melbourne Avant. The pressure is on Sio to really take it out here and take it 4-3, 4-2. 4-2 over Melbourne Avant.
There we go.
What an upset that would be. 4-2. I wasn't predicting that at all.
No, when I picked GZ, I expected a 7-game series. So if they can get this out, which I think they can, I think Ibuki fights Urian pretty well. I reckon this could be a very strong showing from Ground Zero. It's the 4th place, taking the 4th seed, upsetting the guys to beat and jumping into the grand finals. Could be massive. And speaking of massive, here it comes. Pivotal
right.
Game 6. Let's see.
Let's get
Llama
into
adapt.
Game 6. Perth Ground Zero on match point now.
Oh my goodness, that was a great start from Llama there. That anti-air headbutt into the forward medium punch
That's
juggle.
right.
It's a really interesting choice that I haven't seen used very well.
All right, 50% already. Sio looking like he's having a bit of trouble trying to get in on a Wild Llama here. A Wild Llama just pushing the offense now. Sio's going to have to with 2 activations. Speaking of, here comes the 50-50 mix-up. Which side is going to go for? All right, he's down the same side. Fake tries the headbutt. I like it. No punish, unfortunately. Ready for the knee drop there with the anti-air. I like it.
Oh.
Looks like that life league is almost getting closed up there. Sio plays it very well. It goes to the other side.
This is ridiculous. He's playing a very weird
What a
game.
block. I like it. How did Llama block
Yeah,
that?
that was ridiculous. That kunai dump is such a strong tool for Ibuki players. But
Oh,
no,
okay.
oh,
Oh, it misses the follow-up. Oh, but there's a crunching medium kick. No one gets away from that. Such a great normal. All right, round 1 to a Wild Llama. He keeps Melbourne Event alive for the first round.
And he has critical art stock. Oh, he doesn't anymore, but he did. Having 3 bars available at the start of a round is a massive advantage over an opponent, especially one as strong as Sio. And he, this is going to be a we're looking at a perfect.
Are we looking at a perfect here? We could see Sio getting a a Wild Llama getting a perfect dash for knee drop.
Yeah, actually,
straight into the critical art. That's going to be it. Wild Llama takes it in very convincing fashion. Melbourne Event is not dead. And now going to 3 games all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a 7th game.
Ooh,
it's going to be up to Rumours of Ghost versus Dookie. The 2 kingpins of this game here today, I think, the 2 most dominant players. But before we get into that match, Tom, we're going to go to an instant replay and have a look at round 1 there to see what happened between a Wild Llama and Sio. It looked like it was all over Red Rover there, Tom.
Yeah, no, well, it was a really aggressive start from Llama, but then Sio using the Fuma Shuriken, but I think he was afraid of a reversal headbutt, so he tried to neutral jump it. And then Llama didn't actually go for an EX version. He went for a regular, which if Sio had just gone for his mix-up, he would have beat that clean.
That's
so
right.
it's I understand where Sio is coming from, but it's a disappointing mistake. And that block on the kunai dump. So the reason that's so scary is because it looks like Ibuki is going to cross you up and jump to the other side. But then you release the kunai and it hits on the same side. So everybody switches their block and then gets hit. But Wild Llama just showing off how strong he's playing today. And this was just an oppressive round.
Yeah, and a Wild Llama really just showing off the oppressive power of Urian here. And he's got that critical art on deck that he saved from round 1, ready to finish off the round. Tying it up 3-all, Melbourne Event versus Perth Ground Zero. So we're going to go to a 7th and final game now. It's going to be Mr. Gfinity himself, Rumours of Ghost. He's going to have to redeem himself from the earlier loss today. He's going to be fighting Dookie. The Akuma today, and now these 2 fought earlier, remember, and it was, Dookie took it out over Rumours of Ghost.
Yes, he did. It was a very slow game. We had a timeout, our 2nd timeout of the Elite Series. We've only seen one other, and that was Rumours actually taking it over Somniac with a timeout. So it's interesting that Birdie, a very explosive character, but also a character that can be played very slowly. And Dookie's trying to force Rumours to play the slow matchup because it benefits him more. And here we go, Game 7. Everybody make some noise. It's going to be a massive game. Let's get into it.
Melbourne Event versus Perth Ground Zero.
This is massive.
That's the playoffs. That's right.
Grand final on the line. Who's making it? Who's going home?
One of these teams is going home today, Tom. I can't call it. It's anyone's game here in this 1-1 format. Let's get into the first.
Oh my goodness.
There's the Wisp Bullhead. He's going to get punished hard for that.
Look at that damage. And Oki from Akuma now goes for the forward heavy punch.
That's minus block. That's right. Rumours just refusing to press any buttons there in the corner, playing very conservatively. There's the fireball. That is the power of Birdie. Look at the damage already. He's equaled up the life. Just out of range of that. I like it. Well, Dookie asleep at the wheel. There's that EX.
Oh, he was looking for a DP. He didn't get it. Oh my goodness, Dookie just got lucky.
All right, Dookie getting very aggressive once he has that victory active. There's the V reversal at the right time. I like it. All right, that stun meter going away. There's the bullhorn. Dookie in trouble. Rumours of Ghost. Look at that. Punish. I like it.
What is happening, Alex?
Dookie pushing hard now. And that whip on the demon flip. I like it.
I know.
It's anyone's game here, Tom. I can't call it.
Oh my god, he just hit him.
He just went through with it.
Forward throw.
Not pressing any buttons. All right, there's the tech. It's anyone's game now. I can't call it, Tom. Tried to leave him in midair, but Akuma, Dookie, taking round 1. He is 1 round away for taking it over Melbourne Event.
It's for all the marbles. Avan have been so strong all year, but it could mean nothing if they don't get to the big dance,
This is
Alex.
for all the Pokemans, Tom. It's just so important. All right, there's the jump in. All right, Rumours of Ghost not ready to answer. Nerves getting to him, perhaps.
Yeah, I think Rumours is a little bit rattled here. And
look at these punishes.
Dookie just
playing
looks
out
more
of his
composed
mind today.
He looks a lot more composed.
Like the forward hard punch. I like it. This is going to hurt. All right, Rumours in trouble now in the corner.
Oh my goodness.
Very brave throw tech. There's that crouching light punch. A sweep from Dookie. Dookie pushing the offense now, trying to get Rumors to hang himself, to walk out of the corner now.
Oh,
I like it. Standing up.
Oh my goodness. Oh, no, punish.
This is
Terrifying.
Oh, I like it. Rumors on the ropes now. Here comes Dookie.
Oh, he dropped the combo.
All right, Dookie. Gonna try and close this out now. 60 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the activation.
Oh, I love that move. That's a very smart move. Get him off of him. You've got a massive life lead. Don't let Rumors get aggressive. Oh,
here we go. This could be it. Oh, there's the bullhead. He bet the farm on that one, Tom.
Oh my goodness, Rumors looking like he's trying to compose.
Oh, there's the bullhead again. I can't.
Oh,
Goes for the standing half punch crush counter. Dookie just out of range.
He's almost got V-trigger ready, but he doesn't have it on deck.
Very brave fireball from Dookie. I can't call this, Tom.
This is one medium punch and he's dead. One medium punch and Dookie's dead.
Oh, that could be it. That's it. Dookie has done it. He has taken out Mr. Gfinity himself and taken it. But Perth Ground Zero has taken it 4-3 narrowly over Melbourne Event. I don't believe it, Tom.
This is ridiculous.
It actually happened.
We're right.
We were right for once. We were right for once.
That's incredible. What an impressive showing from these Ground Zeroes. But especially, we got to give a big shout out to Sio and Dookie T there.
Yeah.
Because usually when Ground Zeroes won, Rups was carrying the ship there. Rups would be leading the team along forwards.
That's right.
But these two guys stood up immensely, especially Dookie T. Let's look at these replays and just see how well Dookie was playing against Rumors. He noticed that Rumors was playing a little bit tentatively. Like, you could see the nerves were on display, which is not normal for a guy of Rumors, players of Rumors caliber. But like Dookie just went aggressive.
Look at these DPs that he's throwing out during strings. That's 3 for 3 he's done for those. He did 2 in the game against Space Ghost, and he worked out beautifully here against Rumors of Ghost as well.
That was terrifying. And then like you could see the nerves were on display. Both of these guys missed a lot of punishes here on each side.
And tried to meet each other in midair, but Akuma just too powerful with that Demon Palm.
Oh my goodness. It's like this is just terrifying. And then I love this V reversal here from Dook. When you've got the life lead, Birdie getting a bullhead into V-trigger puts him in a plus on block situation when you have to guess between command grab or button. So I love the way that Dook just opted out of that situation. And, you know,
very brave bullhorn there.
He did 2 in a row. That was ridiculous. But this reserve play from Dook just seemed to outsmart Mr. Gfinity a little bit. He didn't know what to do, and the nerves looked like they got on top of him. And this was just something
look at that whip punish with that standing kick, especially at that range when Birdie has a full critical art on deck with that standing punch. And a player of Rumors of Ghost caliber. A very brave play from Dookie.
That was such
a well-deserved win to take it. Perth Ground Zero taking it 4-3 over Melbourne Event. You won't see any better Street Fighter V action here other than the Gfinity Elite Series live at the Hoyt's Gfinity Esports Arena here, Tom. What a match we have had. Perth Ground Zero taking it 4-3 over Melbourne Event. And I tell you, I knew when Rups was coming back, I knew good things were going to happen.
Yeah, but it wasn't really Rups that did it. We got it. These Ground Zeroes boys stepped up so much in this clutch situation. Can everybody just make some noise for Ground Zeroes, please? One more time. Let's get it. Like, that was nuts. That was a great showing.
They're into the grand final, Tom.
They
through to the grand final.
Sio is in the crowd already celebrating with his family and friends. And, like, I'm so proud of these guys. It's a shame that Avant, being such a strong side, didn't get to make it to grand finals. They dominated all year, but this is how the cookie crumbles, Alex.
That's right.
You have to be the strongest on the day, and they just weren't.
That's right. Well, look, they made it here. They made it to week 6, and I think it just proves that they are among some of the strongest Street Fighter V players in the country.
Yeah.
And looking at a player like Rumors of Ghost record with the amount of wins he had on deck, 13 wins here at the Gfinity Elite Series, just an amazing performance from all of the players in Melbourne Advance. So a very good showing.
Oh, look, I'm in awe. I wish I could play like these guys do, you know, like between everybody, like even like Pete Rups didn't have the best week, but he's still an incredibly strong player. Space Ghost came out to a great start. Every game he came out punching, but things just didn't quite go his way. You know, he sort of bounced in between things and it just didn't work out for him. He's going to be kicking himself, but you know that these Avant boys are going to come back stronger next season and come back and fight and get that grand final spot.
That's right, Tom. All right, and speaking of Perth Ground Zero, let's speak to the man of the moment himself, the Captain Rups. Let's head across to Luke and Lachlan for the debrief. Take it away, boys.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Gfinity himself might have to revoke that title, I feel like, after today, because Ground Zero are through to our very first grand final. A round of applause one more time, Perth Ground Zero, and the wonderful Captain Rups. Congratulations, Rups. We're looking at the results right now on the screen. It wasn't necessarily your day, but your team had a great day. You've got to be proud of Dookie and Sio, yeah?
I'm very proud. I'm the least qualified person to be up here right now. But you know what? I'm the captain, so.
You're the captain, man. You're the captain. And you've got to be looking forward for you guys, Nick, because now you're in the grand final. I mean, obviously this changes the week ahead for you guys, hey? You're going to get pretty serious about training and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think we're just going to keep focusing on what we've been doing. But I just need to make sure that I come in strong like I did in previous weeks. I feel like like my team really picked up from because we've all had weeks where we've done very poorly. We've all had weeks where we've done really well. This just was my poor week. They both really made it, like, really just showed what they can do.
But it's a sign of a great team, isn't it, Lockie? The fact that, I mean, it wasn't your week necessarily, but the whole team rallied around and they performed so strongly.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we will look at that game that you had against Rumours, which unfortunately didn't go your way.
Okay.
But I think it would be really good to get to your insights on that. So you picked Abigail. Why did you pick Abigail?
I just hate playing Birdie as Mika, and I think Abigail gives Birdie a hard time, but not the way I played him. Too many jumps.
That's exactly. He did jump a lot, and it got anti-ed every time.
Yeah.
So was there a point where you thought, oh, I'll definitely get it this time, or you're like?
One of the jumps was actually a mistake. Execution errors. Didn't come in ready. Didn't practice enough, I think.
Fair enough.
But Abigail has such impressive jump-ins that I figured he's not going to anti-air everyone, surely.
And he was actually pretty on point with those. So, oh, there we go. We got one.
And that's the best anti-air in the game. So
yeah,
you know, something worked.
So
I think you wanted to look at round 2 of this game as well, is that right?
We're going to look at both rounds, round 1 and
that was really
2.
sick.
But no, it was really, really good stuff that he did, using the forward heavy punch to get through. The arm of the bullhead, really, really smart. That shows that he was very much ready for this Abigail matchup. So, again, jump-ins a lot, but it did work out for you. Rumours was playing really smart, really getting a lot of whiff punishes on you. At any point did you think, all right, cool, I need to slow down a little bit? Or, like, what was going on?
You gotta understand, when I pick Abigail, I'm intentionally gonna go in not thinking. I'm just gonna do stuff, and I'm gonna hope that it works. And usually it works.
Very good. And
that was a too
great.
obvious.
Yeah,
very, very good answer. He knew exactly what I was looking for. And very huge punish. Birdie, his damage is so high.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And even though Abigail has so much health, just Birdie's damage just counteracts that. So next week, who do you want to play? Like, who are you thinking would be optimal for you guys to come up against?
Well, playing Order would be nice because we could get our chance at revenge.
Yep.
But I like to have Chiefs come back. They're the best team in the competition. They deserve to be in grand finals. Yep. And I don't expect Order to win.
Fair enough. And you want to
try to be realistic about what I want.
And you want to put Chiefs in their place twice?
Maybe. I feel like we can do better. I don't think our games were convincing last time.
Oh, I don't know. 4-2 was pretty convincing.
Individual games weren't that convincing, I think.
Fair enough.
All right, well played, Ground Zero. You're through to the finals right now, Lockie. It's time to choose an MVP for that match. So I have a fair idea who it probably is, but who is it, Lockie?
Oh, you can't go past Dookie, man.
Amazing.
He played so well with his off character, not playing Guile, playing Akuma in a matchup that isn't very favourable against the Birdie, and even here against Guile, which is a good matchup for both characters either way. But he played smart, his spacing was on point, his whiff punishing was on point. He just, so good, very, very impressed with how he played.
Well, congratulations, Dookie T. Not only did you get your team through to the grand final, huge stuff, you're also the Astro MVP for that match. Well played. It's time to throw to Ashley Wells. I guess we're sort of like Beauty and the Beast. And I know it's not nice to refer to her as a beast, but she is very, very strong. And she's also hanging out with rumours of ghosts. How's he feeling, Ash? I mean, that's got to be rough, yeah?
You're so funny, Luke. Thank you. I am a beast. I totally am. Look, it was an awesome match to watch. It was so close, right down to the wire. And to make the playoffs is such an awesome achievement. You guys should be so proud. Were you happy with the matchups today?
Yeah, look, I think the matchups worked out as best as we could. It's just a matter of we didn't play them as perfectly as we should have. There were a few mistakes all on our side, and it kind of just slipped out of our hands. It's a bit unfortunate, but honestly, if any team was going to make it through, I'm glad that it was Perth.
Oh, you're such a gentleman. It's so nice. I want to know, what did you think about Dookie and his choice of character? Because normally he goes for Guile, and today he was Akuma. Did you find that surprising?
I know that Dookie has, when he's playing Guile against myself and other birdies, he has struggled a bit. So I'm not surprised to see him switch to Akuma. it is a bit shameful that a man who's playing Guile does have to go to another character who's even a higher tier than a Guile. But other than that, it's well played to him. I can't be too mad. No.
It actually happened to you twice because also Rups went with Abigail, which I thought was quite an interesting choice instead of his usual character, Mika. You seem to handle it pretty well, but do you think that their last-minute change of character might have affected the game for you?
I think with Abigail, it's meant to be a hard matchup for Birdie, but I get to practice against Huck, who's one of the best Abigails in the country a lot. I mean, he's from Sydney, so I'm pretty familiar with that matchup, so it didn't throw me off too much, and I think it worked out pretty well when I played him.
Well, you guys were so amazing to watch this entire season. Are you going to come back for Gfinity Season 2?
Yeah, 100%. Lock it in. I'll see you guys there.
With a vengeance, yeah?
Yeah, like I said, it'll be our redemption arc. No good sports story starts with us winning, right? We'll take the title next time.
I love that. Thank you so much for chatting to me, and I might see you next week if you come to support the guys for the finals next week, and if not, I'll see you next season. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be back.
Back to you, Luke.
Good on your Rumours a Ghost and Avant Gaming. That's the end of their season. Let's give it up for Avant Gaming. Rumours a Ghost, guys. They had a great season. I mean, we dump on him because it's fun to dump on him, but he's a great guy and an amazing player, isn't he?
Oh, he's had such a great season.
Yeah.
Just because he lost a couple of games today doesn't mean he didn't play well.
Yeah.
He played well, he played smart, he did some really good things, especially against Rups. And it only took until like the last few weeks for Rumours to actually lose a game.
And it's really, I think we were just talking about this, it's the fact that he's been so in the spotlight that the other players are finding out, where they can get him.
Yeah, exactly. So because he was playing so well, because he's playing so smart, people are going, all right, cool, this is the player I need to beat, this is the player I need to prepare for.
How do I do it?
I need to be ready for him. They can watch all the tapes, watch all the replays, see how he likes to play, see what he likes to do, and make decisions on how they're going to play against him if they do end up playing against him. So he did put that big target on his back, and eventually they got him.
Well, Perth Grand Zero going through to the grand final. We'll find out who else is going through, because after the break, it's a repeat of last week's